All right, guys, so today we're going to talk about these superchargers and what I am planning to spend my superchargers on at this stage in the game.
Can I be your superhero?
All right, guys, so we get 4 different superchargers that I know of, right? We're going to be able to use a supercharger to upgrade the maximum level of a hero, of a survivor, of a weapon, and of a trap. So 4 things for sure that we know of. Maybe we'll be able to do more than one of each, maybe not. Just going off of the things that I use the most and the things that I know that I'm going to upgrade right off the bat, my number 1 pick, no brainer, absolutely, Survivalist Jonesy. Survivalist Jonesy is the hero that I have used more than any other hero in the entire game. He is my all-time favorite. He's a monster, man. He's an absolute monster. I love him. I love the healing effect. I love that I use him with virtually every different build. I use him with assault rifle builds. I use him with shotgun builds, pistol builds, even sword builds. I've used him for everything. I use him even as a support character in virtually every other build in the entire game, except for maybe the Constructor. So he's the single most used character in the game for me. So for me personally, this guy is going to be the first guy that I'm going to use my supercharger on. And the way that I interpret it, the way that I interpret this working is that I will supercharge him and it will allow me to level him all the way up to 60, level 60. That's my interpretation. Whether that's right or wrong, we don't know for sure until we actually get it. For the legend, for the survivor, that's kind of a no-brainer for me. I'm just going to go to my survivor squad. I'm going to click on my squads, and I'm just going to level up one of my mythic survivor leads. I would definitely go with tech. Tech is the most important thing because that's traps, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter how much health or offense or resistance you have. Traps is the most, impactful thing in the entire game. Tech will also increase my Teddy damage, which I'd love to abuse that all day, every day, forever. Yes, abilities.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, tech increases your abilities and your traps.
That's perfect.
Yes, abilities and traps. So definitely going to put it on one of my 2 corpse event or one of my 2 tech trees, and that'll be that. As for my weapons and my traps, I think the trap is probably a no-brainer. That's probably the easiest one. I'm just going to go with the tire trap, just because the tire trap is currently, the most overpowered thing in the entire game, right? The only thing that I'm reluctant about is that I use different kinds of traps. So I'm probably going to end up putting it on the trap, on like a 1 reload speed version of the trap, kind of like a middle of the road. I have a 2 reload speed. I have a no reload speed. I have another one that I'm not using right now that is a 1 reload speed. That's the most used one. So that's probably the one I'll put it on. Put it on 1 reload speed tire trap. And then as for the weapon, this is the hardest of all the choices because there is so many freaking awesome weapons in this game. Which one? What do you use, right? Like which is the right choice? And honestly, who knows? I think that I'll probably go with the Storm King's Wrath, just because this is the single target, murder weapon of the game. This guy is just an absolute monster. And I imagine that he's always going to be, because it's such a unique style of weapon, because it's a launcher that kills one thing, right? Because of that, I feel like this is going to be the most powerful launcher forever. So I'm probably going to go and upgrade my physical Wrath, just my crit rate, double crit damage Wrath, and just go to town with that one. That's what I imagine I'm going to do. But I gave some serious thought to upgrading one of my Ravagers. The problem with that is that I don't know which Ravager I want to use. I kind of wanted to do the Ravager more than I wanted to do the Storm King's Wrath, but I couldn't make a choice. Like, there's no way I could choose what version. I have so many God-rolled versions of the Ravager, ranging from triple crit damage, 1 attack speed, to triple attack speed, 1 crit damage, to triple crit damage, 1 attack speed, and everywhere in between. And I also have physical and energy variants of these weapons. So it was just I couldn't make a choice, right? I'm like, I can't choose. There's too much, right? There's too many different options. How could I possibly choose which version of this sword I want to I want to have stronger than all the other ones. Whereas with the mythic, the mythic wrath, yes, I do have all like multiple different versions of this weapon, but I only really use one ever. I use this on the Storm King over and over and over again, like all the time, and it's amazing. And when I pull this out in a match, I'm usually like nuking, some physical enemy off in the distance, like whatever, right? It just seems like it's easy. It's an easy choice. I only use one wrath, so I'm gonna use the wrath. So anyway, good luck with that one. I think you guys are gonna have one hell of a time choosing which weapon to upgrade if we only get access to one supercharge for a weapon, because this one is going to be a hard choice, but I like the wrath. Yeah, I would definitely like you guys to comment down below and let me know what weapons you guys are planning on supercharging, because man, this is going to be a tough choice. And the cool thing about this is that I think that we're all going to end up with different weapons, which is going to make it interesting for people who want to well, less interesting for me because I'm taking a mythic weapon. I can't drop it for my friends, but for my friends who end up doing a supercharge of a non-mythic weapon, they will actually be able to let you test it out. Trading! I didn't see nothing, MEAGS. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. This is going to be one hell of a conversation, man. I was really, excited to explore this one. And when it comes out, once we actually get people start finally getting to the end of the tech tree where we start earning these superchargers and we get to see if they work the way that we think they work, it's going to be very, very fascinating. And I'll definitely give you some new videos, giving you definitive confirmation of how to use these things properly. All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for all the support on YouTube. Thank you for hanging out with me on Twitch, man. Come and hang out, man. Come to the Twitch channel and hang out all day, every day, forever. Join the VASH Corps for life, baby. Oh, yeah. I will see you guys in the next one.